Hey, what's up guys? So what I have here is a 17-inch rim and tire assembly, and it has a Tpms sensor. I'm going to show you guys how to demount and mount the tire, so you guys can do it yourself without damaging the sensor. First things first, we got to start by removing all the air out of the tire. And here's your valve core removal tool. I'll give you guys a close-up later on. Air is out. Next thing is to lube up the tire. And again, this is just soap and water. You got a lifetime supply of water in the faucet, man. So don't skimp on the lube. So you want to get everything all the way around the tire and the rim. I like to do this first, just so when I'm breaking the beads, it just makes it a lot easier for me. So this is the bead breaker tool that I use with just your normal sledgehammer. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting around the bead area. It's not going to damage the rim. I've never had any problems with damaging the rim. So you're hitting down on the tire itself, on the bead. You're not hitting the rim to avoid damage to it. You're hitting down on the tire. Alright guys, this bead is broken. Flip it over. Valve is here. We're going to put more soapy water. And you know, other guys have other ways to break the beads, especially on car tires or light truck tires, but this is my method. If you guys want to use it, you guys can use it. See, the beads are going in. And just work it around. And it'll come loose. When you spray that water, soapy water first, I mean, that helps out a lot. So now you're going to flip it around again. Valve stem is here. So let's put more soapy water on it. And the drop center on this rim is located here on the top. Alright, when I pull off the tire, I'll show you guys what exactly it is I'm talking about if you guys don't know what the drop center is. But we're going to start by removing the tire here where the valve is at. This is the position I'm going to put my bars. Everything facing down, this spoon facing down. And more or less it's going to be, the valve is going to be centered between these bars. With this end, just push it in. Push that bar in, and we're just going to push over. Now we got this end here going down. Just push it in, coming back over. Same thing on this side. Same thing on that side until you just work off the first bead. Now that the first bead is worked off, you got to be careful when picking up this tire and wheel right now, because remember, you do have a Tpms sensor here. So when you're lifting it up, you don't want this bottom bead to grab on the sensor and break it. These things are they're real fragile. And they will break easily, especially if they've been in there for a long time. So what you want to do is pick up the brim and then the tire and separate it so they don't touch. Alright, so now we're going to use the same spoon that we're using to remove the first bead, but now we're going to use the other side. As you can see here, it has a tab where this tab is going to lock on the front side of the rim to help us in aiding to take off the next bead. So the sensor itself is located here. We want to put the bar more or less on this side. You could do it on this side or you could do it on that side. Not too far away from the sensor, just enough to clear it to prevent damage. So I'll give you guys a close-up once I'm done. Make sure it locks in there. way, you're holding this side to get your other bar and kind of help it out. So now that the tire's removed from the rim, go ahead and change out the tire, or if you were gonna patch it or just, I don't know, replace it. Now you get your rim, you're gonna prep it up. This rim is not too dirty, but if it was, you would get a wire brush, clean out all this black stuff. Right now, this rag is doing the work. Make sure it's clean. If you wanted to change out the Tpms kit for it, which comes with new seals, new washers, a new nut, then you would do that now. Make sure you torque this, because these nuts sometimes do come loose. But right now is a perfect time to check and see if this is cracked, if the seals do need replacement. You would do that before mounting the tire back on. So this rim is ready. We're gonna go ahead and start mounting the tire. To mount a tire, this valve stem is going to be opposite from where we started from. So this is where we started from. The valve TPMS sensor is here. We're going to rotate the rim directly across now. So now the valve stem and the TPMS sensor is here. Now remember, when mounting a tire, it gives you indications on how it should be mounted. So this says the inside here. So this tire would go like this, okay? And I have another indication here that says outside. So now this is what you have to see on the outside. If you do it the other way around, I mean, the tire is not going to probably give you any noise or anything, but they should be mounted the way they tell you here. So let's go ahead and lube up the tire. Background. Oi. Oi. We go ahead and start lubing up the tire. That they must be shooting Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right, let's get started again with this video. Lube up the tire. That guy's chopping some people. So we're gonna start by pushing the first bead on there. We're gonna get this end of the spoon, and I'll show you guys where to put it in. Put your foot down here, and then you're just going to start working it on. And remember, again, the TPMS sensor is located here. First bead went down. You heard no snaps, just a chainsaw in the background, but no snaps from the TPMS sensor, so you're good so far. So you bring the tire up here, so you got clearance here to mount this next bead. And you put all your weight here on this side of the tire. Make sure the valve is not here, because if it's here, you already busted the valve. You're gonna be here, put all your weight on there, using this end of the spoon again, and you're just gonna work it out here. And as you pry this over, you're gonna move your foot also to keep that piece of the tire in place. You could also go this way. If it didn't go down in all the way, you get this spoon and you put it through there. Now some people like hitting it, some people like kicking it, but I like to refrain from that because it could damage the bead. You just pry over. got your tire mounted, no snaps from the TPMS sensor, it didn't break, you're ready to put air in it, guys. Thanks again. Hope you guys liked the video. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.